Hello everyone, this is Mr. Eccleston. You all know me as Mr. E. I hope everybody is staying safe and being healthy during this time, and we will continue to Good for Drugs through here. So we're going to continue off with doing our bonding and relationship lessons, then next week we'll get into alcohol and addiction. All right, so for today we're going to talk about bonding and relationships and how to avoid peer pressure. Now, when we talk about peer pressure, we talk about, peers, your peers making you do something that you want to do, someone who's around your age. So today we're going to talk about different roles of peer pressure and ways to avoid it. Now, we're going to talk about strategy to deal with peer pressure. Now, strategy is a plan, a great plan to, of action to deal with something. Now, one of the strategies of peer pressure, one of the first strategies of peer pressure we're going to talk about today is steer clear. Now, steer clear will help you avoid this peer pressure situation altogether. Now, with steer clear, let's say, for example, you and your friend are going to the movies and you see a group of troublemakers around the corner. Instead of going towards that trouble, you would steer clear and not go towards the trouble at all. All right? So the first strategy is steer clear. Our next strategy is say no. There's many ways to say no. You can say no, no thanks, or not interested. And as we said in our last lesson, we talked about where you would say it in an assertive tone of voice, where you would say it in a confident tone of voice. And your body language should be, you should stand tall and look them in the eye. All right? Now, our next peer pressure strategy is walk away. And that's pretty simple. Walk away within 30 seconds so you won't be pressured and do something you don't want to do. All right? Now, our next peer pressure strategy is ignore. Just ignore the person altogether and ignore them and act like the pressure is not even there. All right? Now, our next strategy is broken record. Now, broken record is what it says it is. It's repeating the same thing over and over again. So, for example, if someone's trying to get you to cheat, you say, I don't cheat, I don't cheat, I don't cheat. And eventually, they will get the message to leave you alone. Now, next peer pressure strategy is better idea. Now, with better idea, this gives you the opportunity to be the better example. So you would say, let's say someone's trying to make you sneak out or do something you don't want to do. You would say, hey, I have a better idea. Let's go play basketball, or let's go to the movies, or let's go read a book. The possibilities are endless. So that gives you a chance to be the bigger person and offer a healthier option. Next, we have make an excuse. Now, with making an excuse, you have to make your excuse believable. You're not going to say, hey, I got to go babysit my little brother when everyone knows you don't have a little brother. Make your excuse believable. Say, hey, I have to go do homework, or my mom or dad wants me in a certain amount of time. All right? Now, next is reverse the pressure. Now, this is one of my favorite peer pressure strategies. Now, this strategy puts the pressure right on the person who's pressuring you. Say, if you were my friend, you wouldn't pressure me to do something I don't want to do. The possibilities are endless. Or you can just say, why are you pressuring me? Now, last but not least, our last strategy for avoiding peer pressure is state the facts. Now, with state the facts, you just tell them everything what it is. You say, hey, if we get caught cheating, I can get a 0 on the test. Just stating the facts and say, hey, this is what the things that can really happen. All right? So we have steer clear, say no, walk away, ignore, broken record, better idea, make an excuse, reverse the pressure, and state the facts. All right? Now, today we practice 9 peer pressure strategies, and I want you all at home to try to practice some of these peer pressure strategies. All right? So I'm going to give you all a few scenarios, okay, to do at home. All right? And you all can come up with your own scenarios as well, all right? The first one is you are invited to a party in someone's home, and you know the parents are out of town. What do you say? What do you do? Next one, While you're shopping at the mall, your friends pressure you to slip a watch in your bag instead of paying for it. What do you say? What do you do? Next, your crush asks you to look at your answers during the test. What do you say? What do you do? And try to practice these 9 peer pressure strategies. And as I said earlier, try to practice these on your own or come up with your own peer pressure strategies, all right? So for next week, we will be talking about alcohol and addiction. Thank you.